What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 96 now of the Leeds United career mode. You may be thinking to yourself, where on earth is the Road to Glory career mode Hartlepool one? That is coming back on Saturday, guys, for the next, for today and the Friday upload. You will have the Leeds United career mode as the two uploads of career mode. The only reason for that is because I have these episodes pre-recorded. I wanted to get them out as soon as possible, and the only time I saw being able to do that was this time. And I haven't actually got around to recording the new season yet, or the new episode number 20 now of the Road to Glory career mode, because I want to wait for your guys' suggestions from the previous episodes to come in before I start signing players. So I'm going to give it 2 days, and then that way I'm going to record it on Saturday and release it, of course, on Saturday night, and that way you'll have something to watch there. But I wanted to wait as long as possible to give you guys the most time that you guys can have to give your suggestions over on the Hartlepool save as to who you want me to sign up for the upcoming season in League One. So for the next today and tomorrow, you'll have the Leeds United career mode as the two career mode episodes. But you know, it's not that bad of a substitution, is it? I mean, let's face it, the Leeds United career mode has been an absolute amazing series for us on this channel so far. Approaching that 100th episode when I said the series will be coming to a close, hopefully, and that should... It's on track right now to actually finish in 100 episodes. But, guys, I am keeping this save file. We will be revisiting this for one more season, possibly, towards the back end of FIFA 17 before FIFA 18 comes out. If I ever get around to doing it, that's what's going to happen. We are going to go ahead and try and revisit this before that happens, just because I feel as though... Even if I sort of don't want to go into the final of Champions League, if you get what I mean. If I get knocked out of Champions League, I'll be gutted, but then I can't leave the series there. And as much as that, I want to go unbeaten as well, so I can't leave the series there unless I go unbeaten. So it's got swings and roundabouts, this one, but you can see we're taking on Dortmund for the first knockout round of the Champions League, and this is not going to be an easy feat, or so I thought, because Dortmund are a good side. Dortmund in real life and, of course, on the game have one of the best sides in Europe. And in my opinion, it's my go-to team for kickoff and stuff like that, just because I absolutely love Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Marco Reus. I think both of those guys are incredible. And it's my kickoff go-to team. So Dortmund should be interesting. I mean, I've not got Aubameyang here because he did move over to PSG, one of the teams that we could have gone to as part of management. But we chose not to do it and stay here at Leeds. But they don't have Aubameyang, so there's that to look forward to. They do, in fact, though, have Timo Werner, I think is how you say it, from Red Bull Salzburg, the striker. So they've got a decent forward there. But I'm looking at this and I was thinking, you know what? We're playing away at Dortmund. It's a very sort of, I guess, intimidating place to go, is Dortmund. So I was looking at this and thinking, if we could pick up a 0-0 draw here, I'll take it. I mean, in previous years, of course, last season when we won the Champions League, we pretty much won every single away leg and had at least a goal going into the home leg with that one. But if we could pick up a 0-0 draw from this one, I'd be pretty happy. But the first half was so frustrating, guys, and I ended up doing something so stupid. I gave the ball away with James Rodriguez, lashed out in anger, and eventually got sent off for this. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. It was just one of those moments of FIFA where you're really angry. You hit the slide tackle because you've lost it on the stroke of half-time, and you just sort of lash out, and that is just anger and frustration coming out. And you know what? I deserve to get sent off for that one. So the first game wasn't really going to plan, or so I thought, you know, but in many ways, it can be much harder playing against 10 men than it can actually be against 11. So I sat back at this point and tried to defend and just counter-attack Dortmund whenever I got the chance. And it worked perfectly, because inside 50 minutes, Joel Green, someone we know all about in this series, gets through one-on-one with the keeper. And when he's got through like that, 99 finishing, you can only guess there's going to be one outcome of that situation, and that is Joel Green hits the back of the net, and he does so do that. So inside 50 minutes, into the second half, down to 10 men, we took the lead. In a game that was very boring in the first half, there was only really Dortmund controlling most of the play and controlling a lot of the ball in terms of possession-wise. But it doesn't matter how much possession you have, all that matters is that you put the ball in the back of the net, and the fact that we did it there with Joel Green down to 10 men, I was thrilled. And at this point, it allowed me to sit back and sort of weigh up my options. Do I sort of go for a second and try and kill them off in this first leg, or do I sit back and hope that I don't concede in this one? With the away goal, we're in a good position, and Dortmund came forward at this point, 72 minutes in, realising they probably needed a draw out of this one, and it was close to getting it. Had I have not stood in there, personally, to me, that was a foul. I think I was lucky to not get away, or to get away without giving a penalty away there, so I was pretty happy about that one. But straight from that, I went up the other end, and it was very difficult to string a lot of passes together. When you go down to 10 men, it can be extremely difficult to sort of get your passing going and getting the movement that you would have with 11. I got a lot of luck here with the defender making a mistake, not once, but twice, as Anthony Martial then went through. Low-driven shot into the bottom corner, makes it Leeds United 2, Dortmund 0, 77 minutes on the clock. And a game that seemed like it could have run away from us with that red card from frustration from me and James Rodriguez, it turned completely on its head, and we were leading by 2-0. Insane scenes here at Dortmund. I couldn't quite believe the fact that we were taking a 2-goal advantage back to Ellen Rodovers to take them on for the second leg, and I'm sure the Dortmund fans and management and staff could not believe it either. But I'm pretty happy with this way this game's going. Keep up the good work, and we'll be in for a very good second leg. And it got even better because in the 90th minute, Dortmund really tried to get themselves a goal back, at least in this one, but a simple finish from Joel Green. I don't particularly know what that was, really. I did not mean to finesse it like he did. I don't know if it got caught underneath his feet and he couldn't quite get the contact I was looking for. Decent strike, though. It ends up in the back of the net, and it means that going back to Ellen Road, we're taking a 3-0 leg lead. Incredible. Incredible scenes. But I have to say, Dortmund do not have the side that I was expecting. Like, when I came into this, I feared them, but then when I saw the team, I was a bit sort of underwhelmed, really. I mean, when you lose Aubameyang, someone who is, in my opinion, in the top 3 strikers of the world, you're sort of asking yourself to not be in a good state. And yes, they brought in Werner, and he's done quite well for them, but he hasn't really caused me as much danger as Aubameyang probably would. If you can see by the match facts, we got down to 10 men, and all 7 of those shots coming in the second half when I was down to 10 and set up to the counter-attacking style. So maybe I have to do that more often, go out of 10 and set up to the counter-attacking style. Who knows? But PSG losing 3-0 in their opening leg as well to Real Madrid, so that's very interesting. 3 away goals there coming from Real Madrid as well. And in all honesty, guys, I personally think there's only going to be 2 teams that are going to meet in this year's final. Of course, last year it was Roma. I personally think this year it may be Barcelona or Real Madrid. That would be incredible to have as a series finale, possibly, if we don't, in fact, come back for another season. But we had a sim game here against West Brom, a 1-0 victory, I do believe. Or I might score again, I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I think we win this one. Chadley missed a penalty early on to get them possibly in the lead, but unfortunately he missed it, and we went on to win the game by a goal to 0 as well. So another 3 points there. As you all know, we're still unbeaten in the league, and that is one of the objectives that I want to complete come the end of this series, is try and make sure that we go the entire season unbeaten. You can see we had another sim game here, and it becomes very risky when you sim away games, because those are the games that you can possibly lose. So I was thinking to myself, you know what, draw and I'll be happy. But Martial got us off to the best start there in 36 minutes scoring. Southampton did in fact equalise, but we did manage to hold on and actually pick up the win in the 89th minute with Joel Green coming on and grabbing us the winning goal there. So pretty decent result there. Then we took on Sunderland for another sim game. You can see a lot of sim games coming thick and fast in this series. Pretty much our strongest lineup, and Green is in some great goal-scoring form right now. 2 against Dortmund, 1 against the Southampton last game, and he picked up the opening goal of this one as Grimaldo hits 2, and then Januzaj comes off the bench to make it 4. Incredible scenes. We absolutely battered Sunderland there to win the game by 4 goals to 0. The left back of Grimaldo getting the 2 goals in that one. You can see the training and how it's going. Lewis so close to hitting 92 overall, which would be incredible to have a goalkeeper at 92 and have Joel Green at 94 come the end of the series. That would be mental to see. 2 Youth Academy players at that sort of rating. I'll take it every day of the week, and I'm thrilled to say that we've managed to hit the achievements that I was set myself right when we started out this career mode. I said I wanted to win the Champions League. We've done that. The only one, as I say, that's left is to go unbeaten an entire season. We've been so close in 2 seasons of the Premier League. We did it in the first season. We won it. I think we only lost 2 games in the entire season. Last season, we only lost 2 as well. Actually, did we lose 3 in the first one? I can't quite remember, but we lost to Chelsea 2-0, and then we lost to Tottenham as well. So I was close to doing it. We've been close before. We can do it. But the question is, can we hold our nerve, or will we bottle it towards the back end of this season? We are still unbeaten in the league. We do have the chance to go completely unbeaten over 38 Premier League games. But first, we've got to take on Dortmund here for the second leg of this Champions League fixture. At home this time at Ellen Road. So we've already got the 3-0 victory. We do not need to come forward here. So as I said to you guys, the counter-attacking style seemed to work last time. So I'm going to set it up again. Yes, it's not the best way to play when you're at home to set up and play counter-attacking, because in many ways it's boring football. But at the end of the day, a 3-0 victory last time out means we can set up counter-attacking. I don't need to go forward. And the player to watch is in fact Joel Green on his absolutely wonderful form that he has hit for us right now. So that's pretty good as well to see. Green is back to his best that he was in Season 1. So that's the team for this second leg here. And let's face it, guys, there's completely no doubt in my mind, and of course I'm guessing your mind, at the fact that we are going to be advancing into the next round. With a 3-0 victory, you would have to lose 4-0 at home in the Champions League second leg to go out, and that's not scoring a goal. And the thing is, if we lose by that margin at home, I don't deserve to be going unbeaten in the Premier League season. I don't deserve to be retaining the Champions League. So in my opinion, we cannot afford, or we can't lose this game here to Dortmund. You can see we controlled the game throughout, and I'm telling you guys, the counter-attacking style worked perfectly yet again. Grimaldo down the left-hand side here, runs past a couple of players, got a lot of pace as Grimaldo tries to put the cross in. Unfortunately, though, it was well defended by the Dortmund man, but from the corner, I whip it into a dangerous area, ask questions of the Dortmund defence, nobody really wins it, and who else but Joel Green to attack it. Eventually, though, it does in fact come off Firmino, and he gets credited with the goal, but Joel Green was actually attacking it, and maybe would have won the header to put it in the back of the net there to try and get us the opening goal. But regardless, Roberto Firmino, inside 12 minutes, I'll take it. Thank you very much. We lead by a goal to 0, and that's 4-0 on aggregate. So, guys, pretty much secure. Honestly, I was not worried in the slightest coming into this second leg here. I was thinking, comfortable. I just need to draw the game and I'll be completely fine. If we can win it, that's even better. But you can see Firmino with his 4th goal in the Champions League as well, inside 13 minutes. Got us off to the perfect start here. It got even better for us as well, because we went 2-0 up inside 18 minutes. A nice passing move. Martial involved in the build-up to this one. Gets it back inside, I do believe, eventually to Kante, who gives it off to Firmino. Firmino, I do believe, gives it down the line here to Semedo, who gives it off to Joe Green. Green down the right-hand side, whips in a cross, says, get out on the end of it, Anthony Martial. And what a header that is from the number 7. Quality header, quality play, fantastic team move. Gets us off to the best start possible in this one with a 2-goal lead. 5-0 on aggregate against Dortmund is incredible to see. I was buzzing at this result, but I said to you guys, I didn't really fear Dortmund. Their team is not at the stage that it used to be. It's not the big threat that we're used to seeing from Borussia Dortmund, in my opinion. So I can't really read too much into the fact that we're demolishing them here, because although they are a good team, you know, they're probably not as good as some of the other teams that we're going to meet in the Champions League. You know, their team isn't really that much better than what I was thinking it was going to be. But if they'd have kept hold of Aubameyang, kept hold of Royce and people like that, it may have been a different story. You can see we went to hit 3, 57 minutes in. Romelu Lukaku gets in behind, right-footed strike, past the goalkeeper, low-driven shot. 3-0, 6-0 aggregate. Thank you very much. See you later, Dortmund. That is it. Completely whitewashed them. We're through to the next round of the Champions League, and it means, guys, this could be an interesting end to the series. We could go unbeaten, and we could retain the Champions League. So I want to at least do one of them, and I would choose the unbeaten run over the Champions League if I had to choose one. But we'll see what happens in the next episode, which will be tomorrow, as I said, because of the Hartlepool delay, because of the transfers and stuff that I'm waiting on suggestions from you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of Criminal. If you have, smash that like button. As always, I want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel and the continued support on the videos. If we could hit this to 10 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. I will catch you all for the next video very soon. Adios!